someone will return your call. Thank you and enjoy your day.
At the tone, please record your message.
Good day, it's Charlene Blake calling again. This is over 2 weeks of phone calls to Tony Wakeham. This is the fourth call to the Premier's office. I will state again that injured workers need a voice at the table. I've explained to two people already what's going on with my husband's file. Now, it is not okay for someone working on a legal document to record false information on that document. And it's very clear that this has happened to Dustin on multiple occasions. Section 72B ensures that he gets services as an injured worker in the province. Section 72C ensures that they make decisions using sound financial management. They have to have sound financial management, which I can prove they did not do in Dustin's case. Section 20-4 ensures that they discuss circumstances, which they never have with us, and they kicked us out on the streets of Fort McMurray in 2019 when he had a reoccurrence. Me, 3 children, and Dustin, the injured worker, who could barely walk at that time because of his reoccurrence in his right knee. It is absolutely ridiculous that they put him through the CBOR program, even though Ian, his physiotherapist, said that it was a tough call. And to me, a tough call means he shouldn't have been put through it. But yet, his caseworker put him through it anyway. That assessment actually appeared to have flared up his knee and caused tendonitis from the exercises that he had to do to be assessed to go through the program. It is an intensive program, and if you do any research on partial ACL tears, which is what my husband has, then you need to be aware that it's an injury that can go one way or another, and it's not always in the best interest of the person with that injury to do the things that they've done to Dustin, the decisions that they've made, and they did make his injury a lot worse. They have been very medically neglectful because of the decisions that they made and the fact that they did not do any in-depth decision making on the actual injury itself and the actual medical documentation that they've been given. This is misconduct of those workers, and we deserve a voice at the table. When is Tony and Mike Guzny going to address this? It's like having a child in school and they're allowed to pass with flying colors, but yet they pass in reports with nothing written on them or all wrong answers. Is that acceptable for Tony and his grandchildren in school? Would he be proud of grandchildren who writes tests and gets 100, but yet they're writing all incorrect answers? Would he be happy with his grandchildren being taught like that from a teacher who did not care? Because that's what's happening right now. Tony is like the teacher who don't care. He just writes 100 on these people's backs, and they're getting all the wrong answers. That's what Mike Guzny is doing. That's what Lisa Dempster did. That's what Bernard Davis did. That's what Jerry Byrne did. That's what Pam Parsons did. That's what Kelly Lamb is doing. That's what Sonia Stanford did. Ann Martin. Rebecca Phillips, Krista Gillum, Louise Bradley. How many more? Melissa Burry, Charmaine James, Natasha Pennell, Kimberly Doyle, Teresa Manette, the president of the Newfoundland Labrador Federation of Labor, the Citizens Rep, the Workers' Compensation Review Board, the Independent Commission. They've all been sent emails, but told us that they can't deal with it. You know what? There has to be a process without reviews where you report this stuff and it immediately gets taken care of. It immediately gets taken care of. Why? Because that is mature, professional behavior. What's happening to Dustin's file is not mature professional behavior. It's criminal. And nobody seems to care that this is a crime, that they are not allowed to do this. And everyone is just letting them away with it. Why? Why is everyone letting him away with it? I'm going to keep calling until I get a seat at the table, until Dustin gets a seat at the table, and until my husband gets everything that he legally deserves. We do not want a penny more. And we are not going through a court system like everybody else is forced to do because nobody wants to do it the professional, mature way. When are you guys going to find your professional maturity and get this done? When? Because as of right now, you're running like dogs with your tails between your legs and you're not facing up to the facts and the realities of what's going on. It's shameful that it has come to this.
You have reached the maximum time permitted for your recording. If you are satisfied with your message, press 1. To send your message with normal delivery, press 1. Thank you. Your message has been sent. To disconnect, press 1. To enter another number, goodbye.